Hi everybody. Welcome to Willie's American Guitars Acoustic Room. Once again, we're glad to see you. Don't forget to like us, because we need the likes. So, Martin lately has been copying pre-1938 Martins, and this Martin D18 1937 Authentic Aged is really one of the more remarkable new guitars out there. Just huge, massive power. It has Adirondack top, old growth wood on the back. It's built kind of thin like old guitars, and scallop bracing, wider board, and just terrorizing big sound. The thing on these guitars is that in 1938, Martin had moved the X brace back to support the bridge. And in 1942, they quit doing scallop braces. Pre-38 forward-shifted X Martins are amongst the most desirable. I've showed you this before, but we have this 1930 018K, K standing for Koa. This was one of the first steel string guitars they ever made. Prior to 1926, Martin would typically give you gut strings. And gut, not nylon, gut strings have a little more tension. And so they were using gut strings, but it came up, especially with the Hawaiian music craze, to start using steel strings, and the steel string guitars came on these Koa guitars first. So you get all the forward shifted, and it's Koa all the way around. But the reason I brought you here today is because of this. This is a 1929 Martin 0028, and it's Brazilian rosewood. This guitar is book matched old growth Brazilian rosewood, the likes of which isn't around anymore, and also old growth Adirondack spruce top. Now, over 90% of the Adirondack forest is gone, like gone. And all you can use now is windfall and timber, and nobody can be picky about it. Back then, the Adirondack forest was really right outside the Martin factory in Pennsylvania, so this is what they used. And they would age this wood for 20 years before they put it on a guitar. Well, this is 1929. You can do the math. This wood was set aside before it was kiln dried and went into the mill room and was manufactured. It has the forward shifted braces, so the bridge itself is allowed to breathe better. It has the scallop braces. It has the thinner woods. It's got a a wider neck, 1 7/8 nut. So this being a 12 fret, a couple of years later they made this model a 14 fret, but these guitars made between 26 steel strings and say 34 when they started doing the 14 fret neck is rare. They make copies of it, and a lot of guys that do fingerstyle guitar like these guitars, you know, the neck goes in, the bridge is farther down than a 14 fret model, and you can see that here where the bridge is actually closer to the bottom than this guitar. The neck is farther in. The reason they would do that is so the strings that would vibrate over the body, less of it over the neck, and that gives you more volume. This guitar is a really special guitar. Anything made before 1938 and Brazilian rosewood is of keen interest to any acoustic guitar enthusiast, and you get just very piano-like, a real deep bass response. It's very touch sensitive. The guitar just growls. Now, this guitar is bar frets. It's been refretted, a good job of refretting it. It has a logo on the front. This is a 29, typically in 1937, that's when they put the logo on the front. So, new logo on the front, the original logo is back here. It's been oversprayed. You can see some cracks here, and that brings the price down. A dreadnought from this era is going to be $60,000, $70,000, $80,000. This is about $30,000 with this nice deluxe 1940 case that we happen to have around. So a 1929 Martin 00028 Brazilian rosewood, and if you're a finger stylist, this is the kind of thing that you've probably been dreaming of. And this is the kind of thing that we always dream of. Cool. I forgot a pick. I know I should do these videos and think like, oh, you should get a pick. But anyway, we're going to let you go. We appreciate your time. Thanks for tuning in, and make sure to like us, will you? Because we like to be liked.